You know, the saying here at Rebuilt Recovery that in order to overcome your pornography addiction for good, you must become the man that is no longer addicted to porn. But what does this ultimately mean? And how can we create a life if we've been struggling for 5 years, 10 years, or maybe even longer? How can we begin to envision ourselves living a life without pornography? How can we actually begin to make progress and step in this life where we can leave the past behind us? We can overcome this addiction for good. We can break the chains and shackles of this addiction. And man, I'm going to tell you that I believe that quitting porn, removing this addiction out of your life is one of the greatest forms of self-care that you will do in your entire life. Because if you have a behavior about yourself that you're not proud about, maybe you're living in shame, maybe you're living in guilt, maybe you don't believe that you're actually ever going to be able to overcome this. But when you break through, when you begin to see success, when you begin to unlock new insights, when you begin to unlock new levels of awareness about yourself, brother, you realize that you have a lot more living potential living inside of you. And that's why I believe that pornography addiction is something that holds men back from becoming the men they were created to be. I believe it holds men back from unlocking their true purpose. Like I said, I do believe that quitting porn is one of the greatest levels of self-care that you can have in your life. Now, what does that look like though? How do you build a plan to live without pornography? We'll take the elements of self-care. You know, what we've identified here at Rebuilt Recovery is that in order for a man to succeed, in order for a man to truly step into the life that he was created to live, he's going to have to conquer and take on 5 pillars within his life. He's going to have a strong foundation of faith. Now, for many of us, this looks like our Christian worldview, right? We are believers here. We subscribe to the Bible. We believe that is God's word. But if you're not a believer in Christianity, if maybe you subscribe to a different worldview, I know there's a lot of you that have different religions and different belief systems out there. If you're going to succeed in doing this, you're going to have to lean deeper into your faith. Now, sometimes this may be just a faith within yourself that you are meant for more and can actually achieve that. But you want to break through and create a porn-free life. Begin to really dive into the faith part of your life. The second area that a man must conquer and begin to thrive in his life is going to be his fitness. It's going to be his physical fitness. It's going to be his spiritual fitness. It's going to be his emotional fitness. Are you doing something physically challenging every day? Are you moving and pushing some type of resistance? Are you training your mind? Are you training your emotions? Are you putting yourself into difficult and uncomfortable situations? Now, the third pillar, the third area of your life that you must begin to conquer and work through is going to be your finances, okay? I don't know what pornography has done to your inability to create purpose and create meaning and actually land the job that you want, but I know I talk to a lot of men that are unmotivated. They're not driven to go out and pursue their goals. Well, you must become a man that is financially stable, has financial resources, and can produce for others. So you want to get out of pornography, start putting some focuses on building up your financial life. The next one is going to be your family. And family is outside of your mother, your wife, your indirect family. This is your social community. This is people that you spend time with on a regular and weekly basis that feed into you and you feed into them as well. And then the fifth and final pillar of your life is going to be your freedom. Now, obviously, we're working towards freedom from pornography, but we want to replace that with other things. We want to replace that with new hobbies, new endeavors, new interests, new travel opportunities. But also freedom is, what are you doing with the time outside of your work responsibilities? Are you mindlessly scrolling social media for hours a day? Are you mindlessly laying on the couch and consuming Netflix? This is not a productive way of living, and this is not one that is actually going to be able to produce good for you. So you want to create a foolproof plan. Pick one thing in each one of those 5 pillars of your life: your faith, your fitness, your finance, your family, and freedom. And make a very intentional plan over the next 90 days to spend time on one of these areas or each of these areas every single day. Are you getting in the word? Are you spending time in prayer and meditation? Are you moving your body? Are you challenging yourself mentally and emotionally? Are you spending time creating good values? And are you spending time looking at how you're handling your resources? Are you spending time connecting with others and creating deep and meaningful relationships? And you're pursuing goals outside of your everyday work responsibilities, and you're pursuing interest outside of pornography. But men, like I said, I believe that quitting porn is the ultimate form of self-care. And this is the plan that we've given you that I believe is going to actually help you in walking that out. Now, if you want a foolproof plan for quitting porn, what we've done is we've written a free book. It's called The 7-Step Guide to Living Life Without Porn. If you link it down there in the first pinned comment below. You can access this book 100% free. But Frank Rich here at Rebuild Recovery, our mission is to help men become better men by quitting porn and rebuilding their life. So if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But we love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.